hard jujitsu.
Okay guys, we're going to focus on some submission defense options. The two main movements we need to focus on, or the two main concepts we need to focus on, is to take away his ability to rotate his whole body or extend his whole body. Depending on the joint that Lucas attacks, he will try to rotate or extend, all right, whatever limb he's attacking, okay, to provide enough force to damage the limb or joint that he's starting to apply a submission hold on. So the two main things we need to focus on is either to rotate inside his lock to reposition our joint, or to compress him and stop allowing him to have the ability to rotate or extend his body so that he can generate that force and power. A really simple example is if Lucas starts to set up an armbar position on my arm here. I'm going to focus on connecting my hands immediately. The first thing we're going to do in most of our submission defenses is to start to defend the threat immediately. If we're lazy with our arm, we have to look at other options. But if we're preemptive and we have a look at defending the threat initially, it gives us more time to decide how we're going to approach the situation. Now, a really simple way to start to defend this position is to take Lucas's ability away to stretch his body. The way my elbow works is if Lucas controls my shoulders with his legs, my wrist with his arms, he can then start to put the pressure and the power of his hips up into my elbow and damage my arm. So I need to stop Lucas from extending his body and take his ability away to do this movement. The easiest way to do this is to keep our hands locked together and make sure that his right arm is not posting on the mat for his balance. That way I can swing my legs and sit all the way up and start to put pressure through his back. I swing my legs and I sit all the way up to my side, and I'm immediately going to start to put both knees under my body so I can drive towards his head and shoulders. Now, even in this position, Lucas still has enough power to start to engage his legs and stretch me away, and has the ability to finish the arm lock. So immediately when I land in this position, I need to peel his lower back off the ground to take the power out of his legs. I lift his lower back off the floor. Now I'm forcing Lucas to fight with his upper body and his abs, and that's nowhere near as powerful as his legs. So when Lucas starts to stretch here, he doesn't have the same power and he can't extend his body in a way to hurt my elbow. Now we're going to focus on removing our arm from the situation. The main thing we're focusing on is compressing his knees to his head. There's a lot of different grips I can do with my arms, but again, the main thing I need to do is focus about the weight pushing towards Lucas's head. Again, if I take my weight off, as I start to pull my arm, he's going to be able to engage his legs again, and he'll be able to extend my elbow. So what I need to focus on here is, as I keep my shoulder and my weight down, I slowly start to pull my elbow up and retrieve my arm from the situation. Now that we've removed our arm from the major threat, we can think about whatever attacks he's going to throw. We'll start to move past his legs if we're fast and quick enough to get past his legs. The main thing we're going to focus on in this defensive option is to find the top position so we can start to compress the person's lower back by lifting our leg close to his lower back and spine. Now it is very difficult for our opponent to engage the power of their legs on our upper body, and we can start to remove our arm completely from the situation.